Hey guys, my name is Naomie,
I'm Erin.
and we are currently in flight attendant training, the place where you're hoping to be, have been, or are wondering about. I'm assuming. In this video, we're going to be talking about the application process, the interview process, and how training is going so far, and what we've been dealing with. And I guess we'll do like some random questions that we've come up with, since you guys haven't asked us any questions yet, since this is our first video. Anyways, I'll start off by saying how I found this, telling you guys how I found this job. I went on to flightattendantcareer.com, and I basically just applied for all the airlines that said they were hiring, which was quite a few actually, but only one reached out to me at first, and yeah, I had a couple others reach out to me while I was here, and I was like, I'm in week 4. Well, this was last week. I'm in week 4. I'm not going to do this all over again, because you're not going to want to do this all over again.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not, because you're absolutely not getting paid, okay? Well, at least our airline doesn't pay us. I know Delta pays you. Me with Delta. Let me also say that
Disclosure alert.
the opinions that our opinions and our views are our I don't know. They're our own. They're not a reflection of our company. So that you guys ever figure out who we work for, they ain't got nothing to do with this. Just so y'all know. But yeah, where was I going? Oh yeah, they don't pay us for training. But I went on to flight attendant career. I applied. I got an email from the airline that I am currently trying to work for, because I still don't really have the job. And they asked me to do a video interview. You want to talk about your video interview experience? I feel like I'm talking a lot.
Because mine is better.
Yours is better. I mean, my face-to-face interview was a little...
We'll get to that later.
Yeah, we'll get to that
Anyway... Video interview. You apply, they hit you back, say, hey, we like you, we want to get to know you some more. Go to this website, do your video interview. It's only going to be about 5 questions. They're very basic, very simple. You're going to look at it and be like, what? This is a joke, right? But really, prepare, study, because they give you these basic questions, but they want you to really elaborate and put your experiences into them. Don't say you like to travel. Don't say you're a people person. Don't say, what's the other one? Travel, people, and personality.
I have a great personality. That's why you should hire me.
Don't say that. You want things like safety, customer service. Time is a big one. Time is probably the biggest one.
Personal experience. You want to say that I have experience. This is what I've dealt with, and this is why I'm good for this job. Because I used to deal with all these crazy people. I can deal with them in the air. Don't say it like that.
In a tube.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically, at that point, you're just a number. You're like a 6-digit number at that point, so you really have to stand out, really show them that this is where you want to be. You prepared, you took your time, and
this is just the video interview, okay?
Give it your all.
Yeah, there are some practice questions that they give you in the beginning. I suggest really going through those. They're going to give you the same ones if you keep practicing them. It's good to practice. Very, very good to practice. Study, Indeed, and Glassdoor, they are your best friends. They practically give you the questions in that whole forum. We won't give you any of the specific questions because I don't think we're allowed to, but go there. Those people are putting them all on there, okay? Because I'm telling you, I wrote down probably about 20 or 30 questions, and I answered them in my notebook, and I studied my answers. And when it was time for the video interview, my face-to-face interview, it was almost the exact questions. And I was like, wow, I'm so prepared for this. Like, I'm so glad that I'm so prepared. So
go on your company website, look at what they like, what they don't like, their
learn
values.
about them. Yeah. Learn about them. That'll show that you actually have interest in the company. not just the physical job, like just traveling. You want to work for this company because you guys do this and that, and I'm interested in that.
And look the part. I mean, obviously you don't look the part right now.
No, we just got out of training. Like, I don't know, it's 11, probably a couple hours ago.
Later than that.
Yeah, we got out at 10. We have night class this week. We're in week 5. We're almost done.
Make sure your hair's up. Make sure your makeup is nice.
Yeah.
Make sure you have a nice suit top.
Yeah.
I say top because I can't see the bottom.
Yeah, I was wearing a dress top and pajama pants. They couldn't tell though, but I was good from the waist up. Have your hair out of your face. You can wear your hair down in your interview, in your face-to-face if you want to, because I saw a couple girls doing it, and one of the girls got hired, one of them got hired. But you want to let them see your face for your video interview for sure. Red lips, pink lips, whatever. Men nicely shaven.
Google flight attendant and look like that. Don't be like, this isn't my job, so I don't want to look like that. Yeah, don't give them any reason, to be like, well, maybe she'll look like this if she has her hair up. Or she'll look like that if she has makeup on. No. They know what you're going to look like when you show up to work every day.
Yeah. It's called service hair, ladies. You want it high and tight or low and tight. One of the two, at least for the video interview. Going on to the face-to-face interview, if you pass the video interview, I personally got an email 2 days later after I submitted my video interview, and they asked me to come see them. They were going to fly me out the day before my interview. I had to get my own hotel, but thankfully where I was going, I had family there, so I was able to stay there. But the face-to-face interview, you want to look the part. Just look professional. I know a lot of YouTube videos will say, wear a skirt suit or pantsuit or whatever. I came in a dress. I had my hair back. I had my makeup done. And I was just focused. I don't think it necessarily matters what you wear as far as pants, skirt, or dress. Just make sure you look professional. And like I said, I saw ladies with their hair down. And one of them is here in training with me. And, she got the job. So if you want to wear your hair down, you want to do it in the morning, that's up to you. Go for it. Totally up to you. Face-to-face interview. I know that a lot of YouTube channels will tell you that it's like a group, or even sites will tell you that it's a group interview. My interview process was a little different. Was yours the same as mine? It was like 10.
Yeah, it was like a couple people.
Yeah, there weren't that many people. I don't know if they did that on purpose or I'm not sure.
And they didn't do group interviews.
No, not at all.
Separate.
For mine, they did like an orientation kind of thing. They showed us what we were going to be doing, what it was going to be like, kind of, and what we were going to make, which we will not tell you guys. If you want to apply somewhere, it'll tell you usually after you apply or before you apply. It'll say it at the bottom. But, yeah, it was kind of like a little bit of an orientation type of thing. And then they called your name, and you went with one person. You went to like a room probably as big as our hotel room. You guys can't see it, but it's not that big. And you guys were basically all next to each other. And it can get distracting because you can hear other people talking, but you just got to make sure you focus on the questions that they're giving you. Make sure you're listening. They tell you, though, like they know that people are around, so you can't hear them. Don't be afraid to ask them to repeat the question. They get it. So
I guess mine was a little different. I started off like in the orientation thing, and they called us one by one, and we were probably in like a 1-by-1 room. It was only enough for like a table and 2 chairs and 2 people. And then after that portion, they send you into this other room, and then they call your name again, and you go into maybe the same room, but it's kind of the same. And yeah, that's how it was for me.
Well, 2 different experiences, 2 different locations,
same company.
I know that if they like you, my experience was that they call you in for another interview. And a second interview, which was the same day, it was probably about 20 minutes after my first one-on-one interview, I had 2 people. One was asking me questions, the other one was kind of staring me down, but he was
very awkward.
Yeah. Well, you know what's funny?
Awkward.
The person who was asking me questions, I felt like he was more nervous than I was. So I kind of used that to my advantage, and I just try to make him laugh, and I don't know, I got the job. So, well, the conditional job.
I
did something right. But make sure you look professional. Wear a watch. I don't have mine on right now, but wear a watch in your video interview and your face-to-face interview. It's so important because that's one of our required duty items is a watch. You need to make sure you know what time it is at all time. Make sure that it's working. Make sure that it's conservative.
Yes. And they will check.
They will check. Appearance checks, they will check. Okay.
They will watch it tick.
Mm-hmm. Wristwatch is ticking.
You're good.
You're good. Okay. Do you have anything else to say about the interview?
Talk to people.
Oh, yeah.
Talk
to people while you're sitting there before. I know that I was talking to everyone around me. I was trying to get to know them. One of the things that I took from some of the YouTube videos was you want them to see that you're friendly and you're personable and that you can get along with anyone because you're going to be with different people all the time. You're not going to fly with the same crew. You're not going to fly with the same passengers, so you have to be able to handle any personality that comes your way. And
it helps you take the stress off, too.
Yeah.
You kind of forget that you're probably interviewing for the biggest thing that you've ever done. And
yeah, because I was nervous. I hadn't done an interview in probably about 2.5 years prior to this last one. So I was like, what do I do? How does this go again? I'm not sure. But yeah, make sure that you're friendly. You talk to people. You're smiling. You're sitting up straight. You're holding yourself in a professional manner because
at all times.
Yeah, because it's all about perception. And when you get to training, no matter what airline you work for, they're always going to say perception. Make sure that you're representing your brand. You don't want to get caught doing stuff you're not supposed to do. Or just acting in a way that you don't want to act. You might not get the job. So this is a great job. And also, for all the YouTube vloggers or whatever that say that it's going to take you months or 7 or 8 times to get this job, absolutely incorrect. I applied for this job one time, interviewed for the video interviewed for the face-to-face interview, and got my CJO, which is a conditional job offer. I didn't have to try multiple times. You need to have the experience, 2 years face-to-face or a degree, something with communications, and you need to have a good personality. You're not supposed to say that, but yeah. They want to be able to see it,
So I guess that brings us to step 3 of the interview process. Training.
Oh. What are you talking about? Yes, training is still an interview.
They don't tell you it's an interview, but it is an interview.
You don't technically have the job. That's why they're not paying you. You don't really... Well, I guess we'll start with money. They give you a per diem. It's not much. You should definitely save before you get here, especially if you have bills, because the money that they give you is not going to be enough to cover rent or a phone bill and
not even close.
Car insurance and car note. No.
Not even close.
It's not even close.
Preparation is definitely important.
Yes, it is. With money and with packing. I wish I would have packed better. I watched YouTube videos that told me don't bring so many things. They're gonna give you things when you get there.
Yes, they tell you not to pack your life.
Yeah, they tell you not to pack your life, and you need to pack
your life.
Pack your life. Pack your life, because I've been wearing the same thing, remix, every day. My classmates do not think that I wash my clothes or change them, I'm sure, because I wear the same thing all the time. I'm sick of it.
Change it up.
I'm trying to figure out how I can make this shirt business casual. It's the truth.
Yes, they'll tell you to bring 5 shirts, 5 pair of pants. Just switch it up. You get 1 day off a week, which brings you to 6 days a week. Bring a lot of clothes.
Yeah.
You're going to get tired of it. People are going to get tired of it. And bring casual stuff. I thought when I watch videos, I'm never going to have enough time to do anything. Never going to have enough time to go anywhere.
I know.
I'm just going to bring some lounging clothes.
You have some time.
have time.
You have some time. You may not have a lot of time, but we got time. And we're passing all of our stuff. We're studying. We got lots of time. And we don't really have any outfits to do anything.
No.
I mean,
we have business cash, or we have yoga pants.
Yeah. I mean, I've definitely worn this shirt about 8 times since I'm here. We're in week 5, okay?
Yes.
Week 5.
So ready to go.
Make sure that you bring full-size bottles of things, because I know since I've been here, I've had to purchase full-size shampoo and conditioner. And I could have just brought my own. Like, I ended up buying, like, too many things, including food. Amazon Fresh will be your best friend. Your shuttle might take you to, like, Walmart, Target, or if there's one where you are. But don't rely on that, because she found out her first day that the shuttle comes when they want to come.
You will get stuck at Walmart 2 hours to go get a bottle of water.
Yeah. Bad business.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Eating hotel food and eating out is fun for the first week. After that,
it's expensive and it makes you fat.
And you just don't want it.
And then the clothes the uniforms that you tried on the second day of being here do not fit.
By the third week.
Okay, you know what? My uniforms fit. They were a little big, so that should tell you. I've been trying to keep it cute. But it's really easy to derail. And just, they call it the flight attendant 15. You either gain 15 or you lose 15. I'm trying to lose 15.
Don't be in that gain 15.
Do not. There's usually there's a gym in our hotel, and we've tried utilizing it. I mean, I've utilized the gym here more than I have in the last 6 months, so it's there. Ours is 24 hours, but, you work out before you go to sleep. You always stay up. At least I do. I can't ever go to sleep.
She does.
Melatonin is your best friend. Well, at least it's my best friend, okay? I come from a different state where we're 2 hours behind, and it was hard at first to go to sleep. It was like, it'd be midnight. I'm just like, hey guys, let's go party. No, not party, but it was hard. So melatonin became my best friend. I can now sleep without it though. But
5 weeks later,
5 weeks later, I can sleep without melatonin. What else about training? Oh, that's what we were on. How do we end up on the hotel? Training is hard, okay, guys? It's a lot of studying. It's a lot more than I thought it was going to be. Honestly, I can be real with y'all and say I thought it was not going to be like this. Flight attendant training is not about serving cokes and meals and learning how to use the galley. Well, I mean, you learn how, but it's about safety. It's about if we have to do an emergency landing and the water on land, you need to be able to do that. You need to know step by step, verbatim.
Those people, those babies, those children, they belong to you.
Yes.
It's your responsibility.
You need to know your commands. You need to know what to pull if something doesn't inflate. You need to know where your ish is, because medical emergencies can happen, and you need to know how to handle it. And that was kind of a tough week for us. Well, for me at least.
That was a tough couple weeks.
Yeah.
For me.
Definitely have to
You'll get through it.
You'll get through it. You'll get through it.
It'll get fun again. It was becoming like...
It was getting hard for yeah, it was getting hard. It was like, dang.
And it's not necessarily that the material is hard. It's just what you learn about is hard. It's having to wrap your mind around certain things, We all think flying is like, fun and games. It takes us to the beach. But you really learn what can happen.
Yeah.
30,000 feet in the air.
And there are some things that can happen, child. Let me tell you. I came here with a little bit of anxiety of flying. And they have almost made it a fear.
Exactly.
I am dreaming of water ditchings, of my engine failing and having fuel leaks on my wings.
Oh, and hydraulics is a big one.
And hydraulics not working.
I don't even know what that is, but it's bad.
For real. Dang. Apparently, it's like a 1% chance that any of that will happen to you, but you still need to know.
Gotta know.
It's the biggest part of our job. It's what our job is. We're not waitresses. We are safety professionals. We're there to help you. So, you gotta learn how to help people. And it can get tough. I mean, we had someone leave. Well, she didn't voluntarily leave. They released her. I guess you gotta study. That's just it. I didn't say her name. I didn't think it's not funny. I would have been very sad if that was me. I would have cried for sure. We've heard stories of classes before us where 6 people were being released, 3 people were being released. So them saying that they're going to release you is not a joke. They will make you leave. They will say, bye.
Pack your stuff.
Your flight is at 9 p.m. and it's 5. So get your together quick. But you saw it. That's what happened. We got out of class at 5 o'clock and her flight was at 9. It happens. You just gotta, study hard. Make sure that you are learning what you're supposed to be learning. Don't come in and wing it. Don't drink every night, party every night, and think you can come into class and be successful, because you won't be. I mean, maybe you will be. Who knows? But chances are you might not be, because getting up in the morning is hard. When you got 7 a.m. days and you got a 6:15 show.
And you've been up all night studying?
You've been up all night studying?
Exam that you got?
What? Please.
So I guess that brings us to our next subject. The people.
Oh, the people.
Don't listen to what people tell you.
Yes. And there will be...
Ever. I don't care if their mom, dad, cousin was a flight attendant.
Or they were
pilot.
Flight attendant.
They own the company you work for. Don't listen to them.
Don't listen to them. You are brand spanking new. You absorb what the teachers tell you, what the instructors tell you. Do not listen to what other people say, because sometimes what they're telling you is from somebody else most of the time. Like, oh, my sister was a flight attendant at Delta. My uncle is a pilot at American Airlines. Like, they're telling you things that don't even necessarily have to do with you or our company. So don't get confused. Don't let them confuse you. Don't let them overshadow you either, because they will try to. And, they will learn some lessons, because one of the people that got released, she was a former flight attendant. I didn't say her name.
Anyway,
she probably won't ever see this.
They give you this big packet in the beginning of training. Read that packet. Don't let anybody tell you that, oh, you can do this and you won't get caught. Whatever it may be.
It's this way.
Look at your...
I was like...
Look at your...
I don't know why. That reminded me of that. Yeah, don't listen to them. Read your packet and go by your packet. You may see people drinking by the pool with glasses, and you're not supposed to do that. At least ours doesn't let us. Don't do it just because you see other people doing it.
It's a write-up. Just because you're not at the center where you do your training at,
they are still watching you.
Write you up.
I guarantee any airline, any hotel that they're putting you in, they are watching you. Okay? So make sure you get it together. Because you don't want to go home because something stupid like that, because you're walking in the hotel drunk. Mm-hmm. Like, come on, man. Just don't do it.
Yeah, especially when you get deep into it and it gets really emotional.
It does.
You get stressed and good things happen and all you can do is cry and
yeah.
It sucks to go home.
It does suck to go home. Which also, I will also say, don't get involved in any drama. Don't let it involve you. Don't involve yourself. If you happen to have an altercation, I've had 2 since I've been here. Very, very small ones.
Not with me.
No, not with her. No, not yet. No, I'm just kidding. And I immediately tried to remove myself. I let them know, excuse me, I'm up out of here. You're not going to do this to me. I can study on my own. I don't need you to be successful. They want us to be friendly with each other and, work together, but sometimes it doesn't happen that way. And don't force it, because it's not going to go well. But just try to keep everything to a minimum. alcohol gets involved. People say things.
Do things.
Videos come up on Snapchat. Things get said on Facebook. Don't be a part of that. I mean, don't get me wrong. You want to be friends with people here. It's nice to have people here that you can get along with because you're so far away from home. But don't let it get too crazy. Don't let someone come in between you and this job because you still don't have this job right now. You don't have this job until really orientation.
And you maybe won't ever see them again. So.
Yeah. I mean, unless they all get based at your base, which happened to us. But
we won't go into that.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, not everyone is bad. Not everyone is nice, though. You know who you don't mesh well with. So, what else?
People, training,
Packing money, clothes. Boys.
What?
I'm going to talk about boys because,
No, we are not going to go.
Let's just say I'm not very many people's cup of tea here. They like something.
Disclosure alert.
These are our own. Well, it's true. I'm not saying anything bad. I'm just saying I just wish I was around more boys that liked me, I guess. That's how you say it. I'm an attention whore. And I'm not getting enough attention here, basically, is what I'm saying. But I'm sure I'll find some.
Maybe they're catching on.
Oh, well, maybe I'll find someone in first class, like Christian or found Robert Kardashian. We can only dream. Just kidding.
She's not kidding.
I'm not kidding.
You know how many times I hear this a day?
She has a boyfriend, so it's fine for her. I don't. And I'm just sitting here with just Erin talking and cupcaking with her boyfriend on the phone. And
we can three-way.
Specify three-way to the video.
On the phone.
No, thank you. I'm sure there will be plenty of men on the plane. I should stop complaining. This is a great opportunity. I love 98% of the people here. No, 99% of the people here. I've met a lot of great people here. A lot of people have shared experiences with me that I hope to experience, like traveling to Japan. We have this guy in our class who has a fan, and one person was like, "Well, I like your fan. Where'd you get it?" He was like, "Japan." I was like, "What? I wish I could get a fan."
No one liked him for the rest of the day.
I liked him. I was like, I want to go. She was talking, I'm not going to say it actually because it's a little inappropriate, but she was actually, the other day, she was like, wouldn't it be cool? Imagine having pasta in Italy. It's not going to be the same as it is here. And I'm like,
You'll never eat pasta in America again.
I'm sure. I can't wait to try. By the way, we are reserve flight attendants. If anybody was wondering. If anybody has any questions, we can answer questions up to training. We're not on the line yet. If you have any questions about that, comment them below. Subscribe. I don't know. Is that it?
I guess so. We're pretty boring right now.
I know. I'm sorry, guys.
We don't leave these four walls.
We don't. We might be the wrong people to make these videos because we don't ever have any fun. Oh my gosh, it's still there. I got a crazy bug bite, and it's still kind of there.
Nobody wants to see your nasty bug bite.
Don't be mean to me. This is what I deal with every day. Anyways, guys, I think that's it. Well, subscribe, comment. Let us know if you want us to answer anything or go over anything. Do you have anything to say, Erin?
I don't.
Okay, bye guys.